My roommates had a baby 6 months ago and now expect me to be free childcare. When I started saying no, they acted like I was betraying them after everything they've done for me. Yesterday, they told me I owe them for reducing my rent. I'm 24 years old and I genuinely thought I'd found the perfect living situation last year. I was so wrong. Let me explain how I got here. I work as a graphic designer for a small marketing agency in the city. The pay's okay, around $42,000 a year before taxes. But anyone who lives in an expensive city knows that doesn't go far. I was renting a studio apartment for $1,400 a month, which left me with barely anything after utilities, food, and my car payment. I was eating pasta and canned sauce for dinner most nights, and my savings account had $230 in it. One emergency, and I would have been completely screwed. Last September, I was scrolling through apartment listings during my lunch break when I saw a posting for a room in a three-bedroom apartment. $750 a month plus a third of utilities. The location was good, the photos looked clean, and it would save me almost $700 a month. I messaged immediately. The couple who had the lease, Devin and Marissa, responded within an hour asking if I wanted to meet up and see the place. We met at a coffee shop near the apartment first. They were both in their early 30s, seemed put together and professional. Devin worked in finance, doing something with investment portfolios that went over my head when he explained it. Marissa was a pharmaceutical sales representative who traveled a few days a week visiting doctors' offices. They'd been living in the apartment for 3 years and were looking for a third roommate because their previous one had moved in with her boyfriend. They asked basic questions about my job, my schedule, whether I was clean and paid bills on time. I asked about house rules, whether they had people over a lot, noise expectations. Everything seemed normal and straightforward. The apartment itself was nice. Hardwood floors, updated kitchen. My room was a decent size with its own bathroom attached. The third bedroom was set up as Devin's home office. Common areas were neat and well-maintained. They told me they both worked long hours and sometimes traveled for work, so they really just needed someone responsible and respectful. That was me exactly. We shook hands and I moved in 2 weeks later. The first few months were honestly great. We were friendly roommates who coexisted peacefully. Sometimes we'd order pizza together on Friday nights or watch a movie in the living room, but mostly we did our own thing. I'd come from work, make dinner, work on freelance projects in my room, and have the place mostly to myself since they were often out or working late. Devin traveled twice for conferences, and Marissa was gone 2 or 3 days a week for her sales territory. I kept my space clean, paid rent on the first of every month, and we never had any conflicts. It felt like I'd finally found stability. Then, in January, Marissa told me she was pregnant.